Are you in search of footwear that seamlessly combines history, craftsmanship, and durability? Well, you're in luck because today we're going to be reviewing Whitesboots. As a newly dedicated product reviewer of high quality goods, I had the privilege of exploring Whitesboots through ownership of many years now, and I'm excited to share my insights with you. Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the official Handsome Jersey Devil channel, where we focus on overall health, personal development and coaching, and product reviews of high quality goods. My name is Walter Iniguez and I am the owner of the brand and the host of this channel. Founded in 1853, Whitesboots has an illustrious heritage that spans over a century and a half. With a commitment to quality and craftsmanship, the brand has earned the reputation as a pioneer in the foot industry. Throughout the years, Whitesboots has remained dedicated to its craftsmanship and its principles, resulting in boots that embody both tradition and innovation. One of the standout features of Whitesboots is their distinctive stitch-down construction. This construction method, rooted in time-honored techniques, ensures unparalleled stability, comfort, and longevity. The boot's upper is stitched directly to the midsole and outsole, creating a robust bond that can stand the test of time. Whether you're trekking through rugged terrains or navigating city streets, Whitesboots are built to endure anything you want to put them through. One of the things that I like about Whitesboots is that they take personalization to the next level, with an array of customization options, from selecting your premium leather types to choosing your preferred sole and hardware. You have the creative freedom to design boots that align with your unique style and preferences. Whatever you need, they pretty much can do that for you through directly the White's website or Baker's Shoes Company. I'll put that down below. This level of customization guarantees a pair of boots that not only fit perfectly but also reflect your unique style. In a world of fast fashion and disposable goods, investing in high quality goods and long-lasting clothing and footwear is a wise decision. Now more than ever, with these financial uncertainties, especially after the pandemic, me experiencing the 2008 crash and now seeing this, it's more important than ever to invest in quality goods. That way you're not just throwing your money away. Fast fashion has become very popular, and I think we're at a time where we should be focusing on investing even down to our clothes and footwear wisely. By opting for these meticulously crafted boots, you're making an investment in both your style and your future. The durability of Whitesboots ensures that they will serve you faithfully for many years to come, making them a cost-effective choice in the long run. Growing up with not much to be spending on footwear and clothing, it was embedded in me that, you had to take care of what you had and you had to invest in quality. That way it would last you for many years to come. So let's talk about the good. You can customize the boots any way that will fit and express your style and uniqueness, all the way down to the hardware, to the sole. The materials are all high quality materials. White's customer service is always there for you whenever you need them. I've never had an issue. I recently, during the pandemic, had my boots, a pair that were stolen, and I contacted them and no problem. Had to wait, but they rushed it for me and I got my boots right away. Same thing with Baker's, who is a reseller, and they do a lot of collaborations with White. They're another example of great customer service. So customer service, the ability to recraft some of these boots because of how they're made. A lot of them are handmade, so they're hand welting them. They're actually going through the whole process. A lot of this is listed on their website, so you can check out their timeline, which they recently updated, and you can check out their timeline. You can check how the process is. They are putting out more videos on them constructing these boots, so you can see firsthand how they produce them. Now, some of the negatives. while no company is perfect, I do got to bring up some of the negatives or some potential negatives. So Whitesboots are heritage workwear boots. It's a workwear brand. That's how they started. And so they mostly focus on heavy duty builds. So if you're looking for something a little bit more sleek, while they do offer a more street and more casual, somewhat formal constructions and designs, they lean more towards heavy duty workwear. And so you got to keep that in mind. So if you're looking for something a little bit more sleek or fine stitching and pretty much perfection, you may not want to go with them. But in my opinion, if you're going into the world of workwear, you want to go with something that's a little bit more rugged. I come from the world of formal wear. Shoes is what I first started getting into and collecting, and I worked in an office, so corporate style and suits and leather goods and leather shoes, fine leather shoes is where I come from. And so seeing a company like this produce that quality that quality footwear for the price too, was a no-brainer. Since I couldn't wear shoes and dress and suits anymore, I opted for boots since they're a little bit more casual. I ride as well, so they are a perfect fit for riders. And on top of that, they're just built in a way where I think they should be even charging 2 times what they're charging. But again, if you're coming in looking for fine stitching, there are other makers, there are other producers out there that can do that. It's 2023. You just got to look for the right producer, maker that can offer you the fine stitching if that's what you're looking for. Very rare leathers. There are other makers that'll do that for you if that's what you're looking for. This, in my opinion, just falls right in the middle of more heritage footwear and meets style, rather than something that is just a little bit too formal. One of the things that Whitesboots gets criticized for, or used to, I don't see it anymore, but they used to get criticized, was that they are no longer family owned. Another company owns them, but they're still made here in the US, and I think that's why you don't really hear so much negative talks about that, though, you know, in my opinion, if they're still made here, they're still made with the same traditional way of construction and true to their construction style, then what's the difference? Who owns them? If they're still providing jobs and they're still providing, you know, the quality goods that they offer. Now, if obviously no company's perfect, so if you obviously see a boot that's not to their standards, you can reach out to them. I've owned many pairs, and I haven't had an issue with them or anything that they can't fix or take care of. So you know, quality control is really good. You do have to wait some time to get their boots. That might be another a negative for them. If you're the type of person that just gotta get your boots, there are other options out there that are already made. At this point, I'm not sure what the wait time is. It does fluctuate. Sometimes it's a little bit longer, sometimes it's a little bit sooner, but you're waiting about 4 to 6 months on average for the boots. All right, YouTubers, I'm gonna be showing you my Whitesboots collection and see what we have. So here's some of my collections. Of course, we're not gonna be talking about all the other items that I have. Some vintage Ralph Lauren that have been tailored to me. Some Standard and Strange, some fragrance collections. These are all the boxes. It goes all the way to the top. Some leather jackets from Era Leathers. I'll do a review on that soon. But right here we have White's stitch down, but this is their new stitch down. This is not their traditional stitch down that you would normally see with the little, I guess, clunkiness that you get over here. And that's their traditional stitch down that they that I'm pretty sure they're the only ones that are doing that. They'll do a double stitch down. So it's a stitch down and essentially a Goodyear welt. But these are not. So they recently came out with these. So as you can see, that doesn't have any other bulkiness there. It has a slightly more clean silhouette. The stitching are not super fine, but they're a little bit cleaner for those that are looking for something that's, I guess, just cleaner. I like them either way. I like the traditional. They're a little bit more expensive because they are hand stitched. They're traditional stitch. This is the Miriam Natural, I believe it is, and this one is the navy. Again, horse butt. Again, these are purchased from bakers, and they do occasionally do a custom boot with whites, and they'll just release them. You don't have to wait much time for them. These are not like pre-orders. They'll have them, and so you typically want to jump on them. Some West Coast here that I'll be doing a separate review on. More West Coast, trickers, and here the bulkier ones sit at the bottom. But all of these are Chrome XL right here, and this is British tan, navy, and the color 8. Now, if you can look here, you'll see that bulkiness that I'm talking about. This is again for those that are new to whites. For those that are experienced, you already know this is their traditional way of producing boots, and this is what I'm talking about. Now, I typically prefer these, but whenever I want something a little bit cleaner, then I'll go back to their new stitch down, which is I guess your traditional stitch down, but their traditional stitch down is more this. And if you could take a look, you see how it comes up right there, and that's just for better construction, better and longer lasting boots. What I like about whites is that as you can see, they look really nice. They do a good job with their silhouettes, and the proportions are great, but they're still heavy duty boots. I like Nicks. I don't really carry any Nicks anymore. I sold them just because I ended up finding out that, I'm not finding out, but I ended up realizing that they're just too bulky for me. Their models and designs are just a little bit too much for me. If you like that, that's great, but if you're looking for something that's a little bit more balanced and you're not necessarily gonna be putting these boots through the ringer, go for it. But if you want to be able to put the boots through the ringer and at the same time look really, really nice, not too clunky, though for some this may be too clunky anyways, I prefer whites. Here we have some, I can get it out. Same traditional stitch, but these are their semi-dress. And these are designed to be a little bit dressier, though I find that with these now, with traditional, they're new stitch down, that these are a little bit dressier as well. But these are dressier with the traditional stitch down. As you can see, it has the bulkiness right there. Some people used to criticize their stitching over here, not realizing that they go above and beyond and actually do another set of stitching underneath, and that's why you'll see, I guess, for lack of better words, a little bit of a messier look, though you don't really see it too much here, and that is what it's for. So a lot of the criticism that you would see from whites or people reviewing whites were that not realizing that a lot of what they do is designed with a purpose. And so the purpose is to reinforce those areas because they are work boots. My theory is that if you want designer boots or or fine boots or finely stitched boots, get shoes. I come from the shoe world, so these are same semi-dress, all of these right here. But this is full, this is calf, no, this is calf, sorry. And this is their, I can get over there, this is their British tan Chrome XL and the regular black Chrome XL. All of them with the traditional stitch. But yeah, that's my theory. So I come from shoes, and for me, collecting shoes and being in the office a lot, and obviously not being there as long as I used to, I ended up selling everything to last year, 2022. For the simple fact that that I'm not in the office anymore. And with the pandemic, I was definitely not utilizing those shoes, and it was a shame just keeping that stuff around when I know I wasn't using them. So I ended up selling the whole collection, like 25 pairs of Carminas and some other designers, Cobbler Union, etc. And I just been focused on boots, and just because I can wear them out there. If I want something dressier, I go with Trickers. Again, I'll make a review on Trickers, a review video some other time. Same thing with the West Coast. When I want something a little bit out there, I go with Yucatans. I love their stuff, and their theory of how they produce and how they make their shoes. These are a little bit wild, but I do get a ton of compliments on these. But yeah, that's for another review, another day. And here, again, this is my small collection. I ended up selling a lot of boots, so I don't have as many, and I did that on purpose. If you look at my closet, it's not that big. I do have another one, and it's for suits and very formal wear. But I started to get rid of a lot of stuff just because I started becoming a little bit more of a hoarder. I do have OCD, so that was a great way, 2022, to get grounded again and just get rid of stuff that I'm no longer necessarily using anymore. And so this space right here allows me to limit what I can carry. So if I want to get rid of if I want to bring in a new pair of boots, I have to sell one of these. So that's my way of doing it and keeping myself grounded. I'll do a review on collections and the process of collecting boots and what goes, kind of mind the psychological aspect of it, but I'll do that for another video. And that's it for today. Back to the traditional format. So let's talk about price point. For some, if you're just getting into the world of heritage footwear, boots particularly, you're going to find that they're not exactly inexpensive. They can be quite pricey. In my opinion, coming from the world of fine dress shoes, knowing what goes into it, I find them to be inexpensive, though again, many will not. Coughing out $500 to $700 for a pair of boots might not, sit well with, and that's fine. Like I said, knowing what goes into the boots, knowing the labor intensive work that goes into creating these boots, I can say that they're more than worth the money. And keep in mind, these boots are there to last you a very long time. White started doing this recently, where once a month they'll offer ready-to-wear options. They're very limited. Sometimes they're second-hand. Sometimes there are just returns that somebody maybe changed their mind on the style and customization. And that's a great way to buy these boots and get into it at a very inexpensive price point if you're just getting into it. But if you're getting into the world of footwear and heritage footwear, you are most likely not going to be starting off with Whites. You'll most likely start off with something like Red Wing, which is also a great brand. I'll do a review on them down the road. But yeah, I started off with Whites because once I saw a pair of boots of Whites, I was just in love. Once I tried them on, the fit was perfect. Not that I'm very finicky when it comes to sizing, but it was just great. It was just a perfect fit. So that's the price point. That is the process of ordering these boots. Another thing you want to look into, and I'll do a video on getting into collecting goods and fine clothing, is the resale market. There are those that, hey, you gotta make room for a new pair and you gotta get rid of some of the old stuff, so they'll list them for sale. And this is this is a good opportunity for you to hop on eBay, Grail, etc. to go look at a pair at a very low price. In conclusion, Whitesboots is a brand that seamlessly intertwines a rich history with unmatched craftsmanship. Their unique stitched down construction, coupled with extensive customization options, sets them apart in the realm of high quality footwear. By choosing Whitesboots, you're not just purchasing a pair of boots, you're investing in a legacy of quality, style, and endurance. I hope you found this helpful. If you did and this resonates, please like, subscribe, and share. It would really help out build the community that I'm trying to build of like-minded individuals looking for coaching, overall health and fitness, and reviews of high quality goods. Till next time.